Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and in today's video we are going to be doing this eye look right here with the new Kaleidos and Angelica Nyqvist Club Nebula palette. I am so excited to bring you this tutorial today, and let me tell you a little bit about the palette first. So this palette contains 15 shades. It contains a variety of mattes, shimmers, toppers, and duochromes, and it retails for $45. And this was a limited edition palette that sold out when it launched in January, but it is returning on February 17th. So if you want to pick this up, you gotta kind of jump on that and get it soon. But I am super excited. If you watched my last video, you know that Angelica created one of my favorite limited edition palettes already, the Divina Moonwell palette, as you see right here. And I promise it's just a coincidence. I happen to love both of these, and I'm so excited to share that with you today. So it came packaged in this massive shipper here, and it was a little bit dented, but that's okay. And inside, the top looks like this. And inside, it opens up just a magnetic closure like this, and it came with a little, it says Club Nebula invitation, just a little card to show you where you can share on socials. And then it was packaged in here in this box. There was a little piece of styrofoam on top, but I took that out just for expediency's sake, and I'll be able to empty out that styrofoam and use that box to store some of my beauty supplies here later. So the box itself is packaged in this. It's a nice shiny Tartus blue with silver accents, and on the side, on the back, it has the ingredients, and on the side it has a little, look at that little door. Just the detail on this is just amazing. And then inside looks like this. I mean, not that you're looking inside anyway, but I just thought that attention to detail was just beautiful. But the palette itself is just a lovely hollow. On top of that, again, Tartus blue, and that's what the back looks like. Just this whole palette is stunning. The package is a little bit bulkier compared to most. This would be like a typical average eyeshadow palette, so you can see the thickness there. It's about double the thickness. But it's, again, if you saw my video, which I'll leave up here, then you'll know that bulkiness does not bother me. But this it's hefty, and oh, it's got that nice mirror there. Sorry about that. It's got a nice mirror here. The palette itself is kind of raised and is just beautiful. You can see some of those beautiful colors, and on camera it's not quite picking up, but this is more of a pastel kind of, oh, it's almost true to color, but you're not really able to see that this Nova shade here is a really pretty purple pearl duochrome here, and that's more of a topper shade, as well as You're My Only Hope looks a little more pink, but You're My Only Hope is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and you can see that it doesn't appear that pink, so it's not too overwhelming. Again, you can see these side by side, and they are quite different. While she does have a similar aesthetic, you can definitely see that these are her creations. The Divina Moonwell is a little more green heavy, and the Club Nebula has this beautiful red, this stunning matte blue, more matte teals, and more of an orangey red and berries. And they're just both beautiful palettes, and I'm so happy to have them in my collection. I'm really inspired by all of these beautiful colors and finishes to create even more looks. I already can tell that I'm going to have fun with the drama that I can create, and there's also enough of a blend, and there's enough of a neutrality to it that I can create some more subdued looks with it as well. And I really like the versatility in this palette. I look forward to playing with it some more, and depending on how long this video is, I may do a separate tutorial or I may tack one on at the end, I'm not sure yet. But if you'd like to see how I got this look and follow along with me, definitely stick around and like this video. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not already, I would love it if you would stick around and enjoy the tutorial. Okay, my eyes are primed and I'm going to get started, and the first shade that I'm going to take is the shade Rock Hopper. I'm going to use Rock Hopper and Cylon, and let's see, You're My Only Hope. What else I'm going to use today? Oh, and I'm going to use Queen of Blades. So I did this look last night and my camera did not want to function for me, so let's hope that it works today. And I'm going to start with Rock Hopper in my crease, and just going to start on the outside and blend all the way in. Just gonna blend a little bit here. I really am enjoying this cool toned purple gray color. It's just, it's really unique to my collection. I don't think that I have anything like this. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to go through and look, but I don't think I do. I'm really excited to have this as my first Kaleidos palette. I really wanted the Escape Pod palette from last summer, and I did not pick it up because we were in the middle of selling our house and moving and buying a house and apartment living, and it was just a lot. So I did not want to order from a new company that I had never ordered from before and wasn't sure about shipping. So I'm trying to pull this color up a little higher so that it can kind of even out with my other eye. If you've been here before for an eye tutorial, you know that this side is a little more droopy than the other side. So I bring my color up just a little bit higher, as you can see, almost completely to my eyebrow here. And this is a really fun, bold palette, so I don't mind going a little bit heavier and a little bit bolder with the shadow. There is a little bit of a kick up in the pan with this matte, but it's not anything that is too dusty. It's pretty typical for matte powder. It doesn't feel like it's too hard pressed. It's not too loosely pressed. It's just the right amount of pressed. And you can see that this is just going into my crease effortlessly, almost. I'm barely applying any pressure, just enough. Let me check. I think I need to pull it in just a little bit more here. And definitely need to add a little bit more on the inside here. But I'm pretty happy with that. I really wanted this to be a first impression, but you know what? I was so excited to film this again, to do this look again, that, I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's not an actual true first impression. So right now I'm just balancing, and be sure to take your time if you need to make sure you get the blend where you want it, the balance where you want it, and over time you'll get faster. I feel like for me I'm getting faster, getting better. Okay, so now I'm going to put this brush aside and I'm going to take a brush that is a little more condensed. This is my e.l.f. blending eye brush, and I'm going to go in the shade Cylon, and I'm going to take some on the brush, and now I'm going to go in the outer corner here, and I'm going to pack that on here and bring it in at an angle. Bring it at an angle and then up and in. And this is just a really lovely plum color. You can see how it's very different than that blue purple. Very different tones, but they're blending together beautifully. I'm going to take that on the other side too. Blend. Oop. Nope, that's not really fallout. I'm not even tapping off my brush either. I'm just dipping in and putting right on my eye. And if you want to go in a little bit lighter, you can surely tap off your brush if you want to. But that is really blending beautifully. Just how I want it to. I'm just going to drag it up just a tiny bit into the crease here on both sides of my face. And here's where we are now. And what I want to do now is I want to take this color 7 of 9, and I'm going to grab I think I'm going to grab a flat brush, and I'm going to put this, let's break that up a little bit. Freshly washed brushes sometimes have stiffer bristles, but look at that beautiful blue. And I'm just going to tap it in the crease just a little bit here, because we're just going to play with a bunch of color today. And I just love how that's blending in there too. It's not too much, and it's blending beautifully with Rock Hopper. I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. And I'll go ahead and I'll take Rock Hopper again and just blend these both together. It's looking kind of muddy here, but I promise you that it is really, really pretty. It's a really good blending color with Rock Hopper. So I'll go back to my blending brush, back into the crease, and just kind of melt these colors together. That's just blending so nicely. I'm really happy with that effect. Back in with Rock Hopper, and gonna blend on the other side too. All right, and I'm pretty happy with how even that looks there and there. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take a flat shader brush. This is just a flat, kind of pointy shader brush. And I'm going to go into Cylon, and I'm going to go back into the lid here, because I don't want to blend it too much, but I do want to bring in some right here, just kind of diffuse it towards the center. Picking up more Cylon, starting in the center and working my way towards my nose here. And then just patting this out into the center and up into the crease, up into that 7 of 9 and Rock Hopper blend that has made this beautiful deep teal color. And I wish I could get it to the color to show up truly here. It looks kind of like a muddy bruise, but it's not. It's really not. It's got more blue in it, if you can kind of see here. And I'm just gonna pull this to blend that edge a little bit more. Here we go. And then I'm going to take You're My Only Hope, which is that really pretty purple pearl topper shade, and on the same brush that I used for Cylon, you can see Cylon's on this side and then the other side's kind of clean. I'm going to take that kind of clean side and I'm going to go in and just tap that in the corner here. And I think what I actually want to do is, it's showing up okay, but let's spray the brush. That might help it give a little bit more stick and grip. And oops, too much, so I'm just gonna blot the excess off on the back of my hand and gonna grab that brush again and just go in, and you can see how that changes it and gives it that beautiful shine. And just goes beautifully together with that. I think let's do the other side too. And being over top of the purple, you really get some of those blue pops too to come through. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna use my fingertip for that. Oh yes, there we go. There we go. And over top of here. That's pretty. I really like that. It kind of buries some of that purple a little bit, but that blue shift in there just makes that crease color really go together. So now I'm going to grab my eyeliner, and for my eyeliner I'm actually pulling in a limited edition eyeliner that is no longer available, and I'm going to look up to see if I can find any dupes. And when I do, if I do, I'll put those in the description down below. But I'm going to be using the Night King from the Game of Thrones collection, because it's just, oh, it's a really pretty teal color, and it's going to go perfectly with Queen of Blades. So let me go ahead and get my eyeliner applied, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my eyeliner in my waterline, and so now I'm going to take a smaller brush, a smaller crease brush. This is the smaller version of the other e.l.f. blending brush, and this is also an e.l.f. blending brush. And I'm going to go into Queen of Blades, and I'm going to take this beautiful teal, oh, look at that beautiful teal, and I'm going to put that underneath on the lower lash line here and bring it all the way up. I'm not going to bring it to the very center of the lid, or excuse me, the very end of the lid to the inner corner. I am going to stop right at the tear duct, and then I'm going to bring it up and out, and just a little bit up onto the lid here to create just the tiniest bit of a wing shape here. I kind of want this lower line to be matte and a little bit messy. That teal is just everything I dreamed of. Look how perfectly it coordinates with that Night King liner too. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Not really worried about perfection. I just want this to be blended out. Again, excuse me, again, stopping at the tear duct and going out here and just a little bit up into that side there. I love the bold under eye here. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the brush that I used for 7 of 9, this little flat brush, and I'm going to take a little bit more of Cylon, just the tiniest bit, and I'm going to take it out here and blend it on the corner to kind of smooth that line. And I'm going to do the same on the other side to just kind of blend these together to kind of wrap them up nice and neat. I love that sparkle. It's so pretty. Look at that. That is so nice. So then I'm going to go ahead and take a teeny tiny little brush, and I'm going to go back into You're My Only Hope and just pull that across the bottom a little bit. Into the middle and wrap it around. And wrap it around up there. All right. And I think that's everything I want to do with that. I think I might take, you know what, let me grab another blending brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of Naru, and I'm just going to, ooh, that's a nice little taupey color. All right, I am going to tap it just a little bit, and then I'm going to blend just a little bit under the eye here to kind of smoke it out, diffuse it just a little bit, just the tiniest bit. Tiny bit. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to put liner and mascara and some false lashes on, and that'll be the finished look. I have my eyeliner on, just did a little bit of my Benefit roller liner with some Sky High mascara and my House of Lashes Ethereal Minis, and I am really happy with how this look came out. It is sparkly, and I just love these tones with my eye color. I mean, that teal is everything. I love this. You can see how 7 of 9, that really light blue, blended beautifully with Rock Hopper and just made a nice blend with Cylon, that really beautiful plum. And definitely You Are My Only Hope applied better with my fingertip, but I am so thrilled with the results. So thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this look as much as I did, and I'm so excited to hopefully bring you more and to create more with this just gorgeous palette. Alright, so I do want to do a second look. I've already got my whole face done and my eye primer on. So today I think I want to do a little bit of a red look. It is Valentine's Day, and I normally don't celebrate, but I just kind of want to do something a little bit different today. So I'm going to take the shades Red Giant. I think I want to use these shades right up here to do kind of a more neutral red look, because I did that really bright blue and purple, and I do want to show you that you can do something a little more neutral with a bit of a punch to it too. So I'm going to grab my eyeshadow brush. I think I'm going to start off with this. I don't know what it is. It's one of my Givenchy brushes from Amazon, but it's kind of a little bit of a pinched, fluffy brush. And I think I want to start with the shade, let's start with the shade Samus. I'm going to put that in my crease. Ooh, she's looking orange there. And on my lips today, I have the Colored Rain lipstick in Cherry Blossom. It's a bullet lipstick. It's a kind of a shiny cream, and I'm not a big fan of the formula, but it's not the worst. I had expected more of a red, but it is definitely more of a pink toned red, which is just fine. I hope you all had a lovely weekend, however you celebrate. If you celebrate, let me know in the comments down below. Are you a Valentine's fan or no? We are not here. We do some special things for the kids, but generally we just feel more like we would rather celebrate when we feel like it. We appreciate more random acts of love and kindness than mandatory celebrations. Just going to even it out. I think I went a little bit heavy on the other eye there, So I'm trying to just balance it out just a tiny bit. I don't think. A little bit more on the orange. And now I'm going to take my same brush and I'm going to dip into Red Giant. Grab some of that red pigment here. That is a beautiful red. And it's blending beautifully with the orange. It looks a little bit crazy here, but it's not, I promise. That'll lay a nice foundation for Nova here in just a moment. Let me grab that for the other side. We will do tonight for the kids after dinner. I'm going to set up a little chocolate fondue dipping station. We haven't done that in a couple of years. I ordered some little tiny cookies from a local friend who just started up her own little baking company, and I'm super excited for her. I will link her shop if you are local. You can check it out on Instagram. I have her tagged on Instagram. But we'll add some frozen strawberries and some kiwis. I've got some chocolate chips. Did I say strawberries? I meant bananas, 'cause I couldn't find strawberries anywhere. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now, I like the way that looks there. So now I'm going to take Nova, which is this really pretty, maybe I don't want Nova. Maybe I'll go ahead and I'll take Celestial. Yeah, I'm going to take Celestial on my fingertip here and just tap it. Oh, that looks so pretty. I'm going to tap that over this inner corner here. That looks so pretty. And then on the other side, what a beautiful topper shade. Gives that nice bit of glow on the inner corners. And let me see if I can find me a little pencil brush here. Just a little pencil brush. Again, these are my Amazon brushes, so they don't have names or numbers on them. Wow, this is so pretty. Nice 3 shadow look. Okay, I'm going to put some eyeliner on and some mascara, and then we'll do the lower lash line and be right back. Okay, for my eyeliner, I reached into my bin and I found Love Drug by Urban Decay, which is this really pretty purpley shade. And I'm going to take that fluffy brush again. I'm just going to wipe it off here on a little microfiber towel that I have. And I think I'm going to go in with Cylon. Actually, let me grab something a little more dense. I'm going to grab Cylon on here, and I'm just going to go on the under eye and pull in some more of that purple, and then blend it out with some more of the red. Blend it into that corner there. I like that. Just going to tap that on and drag that over. Purple and red, very pretty color combination. And then, this is what it looks like now. I will grab my pencil brush again and go in with Celestial over top of there and bring that in just a little more. And then I am going to grab, let's see, I'm going to grab a little bit of Red Giant. And I am going to tap that off because I just want the littlest bit over here in the corner to blend these two together, or three rather, because I'm trying to blend my Red Giant and Samus together. Bring that under here just a little bit, because I said neutral, but I lied. This is not neutral. Again, just blending here. I'm just going to bring a little bit down, just to kind of diffuse and blend some of that red with that purple. And I really like how this red blends with this purple. This purple blended beautifully with the blues. Everything so far in this palette that I have used has blended very seamlessly together. If you follow your color theory and you follow the color wheel and you are very careful, these colors are just applying and blending just beautifully. I like this. I am happy with this. Grab a little more Celestial here. And let me go put some mascara on and I'll be right back with the finished look. Okay, my mascara is on. And here is the finished look. Don't mind the little bit of a mess. I poked myself in the eye with my mascara wand. So the colors that I used are, again, let's see if I can get this to focus here. I used Red Giant, I used Cylon, I used Samus, and I used Celestial. I just used those 4 colors and got this beautiful, shimmery, stunning look, and I'm really happy with this. The re-release is on Thursday the 17th. I don't know what time. You'll have to check the Kaleidos page on Instagram or their website to be notified of the re-release. And if you're planning on picking up, good luck. I wish you the best. And yeah, let me know which of these 2 looks was your favorite. I really liked both of them. I'm inspired to play with it again. I know there are so many more beautiful looks to be made and color combinations to be had, and I'm so thankful that I picked this up when I did, and I'm happy with it. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.